right, so, you know, you make some riffs work, some others don't, but the point is what we're going to do today is mess around with open string runs. We're going to throw in a little major, a little mixolydian, play over some chords, just two chords, E and D. So anyways, click the links below. There's always something killer down there for you to learn from. By the way, mistakes. You gotta go for it. That's how you learn. So when you're playing, practice, when you're on stage, whatever, don't be afraid, just go for it. Sometimes you're gonna fall flat on your face in front of the whole YouTube community. No worries, man. It's all about learning. The more you do that, the better you get over the long run. So let's all make mistakes together and get to this. All right, so again, I was just jamming over E and D. Now what I'm doing is I was playing, you know, over the E and D. You can always do E major. Now when that E or that D comes around, I'm doing a little more mixolydian. Or that, you might know that. Right, when the E comes back around, I'll bust into more E major. But another thing I was doing in all those little runs was open string runs. Now the first real open string run I did was I'm playing off of the B and E strings. Now on this one I'm right in this E shape. So I followed the chords when I did that run and I went. Now E, A, D, G, all those keys are super conducive to open string runs. So let's break down that run. I had the 7th fret and the 9th fret of both the E and the B strings. I start on the B string with an open string and then I hammered on 7 to 9. And then I plucked with my finger the E, right? So pulled off down here on the 7th fret. So the whole first part of the run went. Again. And I come down to E. And pluck it again. And then the next part is I just went down to the E string and I pull off 9, 7, open. Then I go to 9 on the B and then come back to that open string. So I got. Now that's going to work, just that riff alone would work over E. And I could do the same thing when I shift down to the D. I did the exact same riff, I just shift positions down a whole step. The next riff I did when I came back to E was, here's an E chord right here. One of my favorite bending riff is the kind of run right out of that E shape. So what I did was I just pulled off. Right? And then I go up to the B, 5. And then I did the same thing. So I just pulled off. you just follow the pentatonic scale positions. Right? There's that E. I'm sorry, I'm out of tune. You know, it's rock and roll, baby! So we got... Now, when you come back to that D, you're right here. So you're in that riff. Now, we can follow the E mixolydian scale, but we can highlight that D chord. So what I'm going to do is go... So what I did was the same exact kind of fingering. To the E. So if you're sitting there just in an E major open position chord, you can always pull off. You got 6, 4, 2, open, 4, 2, open, 4, 2, open. You also have that scale we were in right here, so you can be... Sorry. I'm just doing runs. I'm doing a lot of descending runs. And I'm just going back and forth using open strings in the runs. Every other note is basically an open string. That one would be... Now also, I just followed that E mixolydian scale, and I used the B and the E strings. So what I did too is I went to this kind of a run. It's not an open string run, but over that D chord, that mixolydian stuff just sounds great. Back to E. You can also go down that scale. Back to E that way, right? So just kind of pay attention to when the chords are coming, and then use that to lead you into different sounds. Now start off basic. Just use, you can just go. So we got 12, 10, open, 10, 9, open, 7, 9, open, 7, 5, open, 5, 4, open, 2, 4, open. You can use the B. Oops. See, I gave that pep talk about mistakes. Now they're just everywhere, right? So we got... So anyways, and then one other run that I'm just going to throw on just because is this mixolydian run. I love that sound. So it's a big stretch, 12 to 16. Then we're going to 15. We're playing right out of a E minor position, but we're adding some major notes on top. So now I'm going 15 to 12, and then I keep that same shape. So, there you have it. Mess around with some open strings. Don't be afraid, again. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It makes you better, even if it's on YouTube. Just go for it. All right, now you thumbs downers and boo-hooers and naysayers out there, get a new bowl of cornflakes and just, hang out and enjoy yourself and smile. It does wonders for your social life and your guitar playing. Happy players are good players. Unless you're really bummed and then you're an awesome blues player. All right, so enough. See you next time.